Think about this. Have you ever greeted someone thinking they were someone you knew, but you were mistaken? You probably said something like, "I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else." It is a mistake and apology made by many people. Usually, the only lasting consequence from a case of mistaken identity is embarrassment. Not so when it happens with Jesus. There were many people who knew Jesus since he was a boy and concluded he was Joseph's son. They believed what their eyes told them. This case of mistaken identity continued throughout Jesus' ministry. Some did acknowledge he could have been a prophet or possibly a teacher, but even this conclusion was eventually limited by what they saw. Let's evaluate. There are many people today who still suffer from a case of mistaken identity about Jesus. They believe Jesus is a good man. They believe he offers some great lessons for life. They even believe he could be some kind of a prophet, the Son of God. This would be too much to accept. Let's learn what this means for us. In Luke chapter 3 verse 23, it is written, "Now Jesus himself was about 30 years old when he began his ministry. He was the son, so it was thought, of Joseph." We live in a skeptical world. We need to have the right answer to the question, who is Jesus? Do we see him as a role model? Do we see him as an engaging teacher? Do we see him as a life coach? If this is all we believe who Jesus is, we too have been confused by a case of mistaken identity. Unfortunately, this case doesn't end in embarrassment. It ends in eternal separation from God. We must have a clear understanding of who Jesus is and what he did. For this, we must rely on what God has recorded in the Bible. In the Old Testament prophecies, as well as in the New Testament fulfillment of those prophecies, Jesus is clearly revealed as the Son of God and Son of Man. He is also clearly revealed as the Savior God provided. Through faith in God's faithful testimony, we will be spared from a case of mistaken identity regarding Jesus. As a result, we will see him as our Savior and our way to heaven. We will also see him as the source of our joy and peace with God. Maybe you know someone who doesn't know who Jesus is. You can share this message with them. Lead others to the truth. Truth brings peace. My name is Pastor Alvien. Thank you for joining me for today's Style Talk. Have a great day.